Hello, my name's Jared, but my friends call me Beth. It's expansion day. Shattering of Row came out today. I am in Candlemaker's workshop for the first time. Got a group going, got Fulof and Itdocs here. Hey Fulof, hey Itdocs. I just started my video, say hi.
Yo.
Alright, stop with all that misogynistic talk now.
Don't cancel me, I just started making money.
Itdocs, wipe that black face off.
I can't, it's kind of permanent.
We'll just tell people you took an Ambien.
You gotta remember, I take better pills than that, so...
So, I was planning on changing Bethorn to Avashir, with this expansion, but the change race thing isn't working right now.
Probably so many people trying to do it that it bugged it all out or something.
It's kind of what I'm thinking too.
What did they add?
They need to make barbarian necromancers.
I can't read. How the hell are they going to do that? What combination did they make?
Vanshir Druid.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, and I was also going to use it as an excuse to change gender on Bethorn.
Not a chick?
Well, she is my only female character, It's felt wrong up to this point, though, because, she's 26 years old.
Mm.
But with the new expansion, it seemed like the perfect time.
Itdocs growth fade.
Is Dimtree really the only one that's hit 130 so far?
Yeah, he had quite a few collections ready. I tried, but I only had enough to get halfway through 127.
That'd be what, like 250 different collections all at once?
200.
I'm kind of surprised. It seems like, I don't know him that well, but I know he's he's done
Dimtree?
every raid except 2 for the last 20 years and stuff. Seems like the kind of guy who would have those done already.
Well, he didn't do it on Dimtree. He did it on his alt, Roswell. His enchanter.
Okay.
I guess if you've been playing the whole time straight through on quitters like me, you would have had maxed AA, so saving the collection pieces would have been worth it.
Just finished the last ones except this expansion on this character. And I'm trying to do my bard from scratch, and the difference between doing a couple here and there and doing 13 years worth it's gonna psychologically break me. I sit there for 2 hours and look this shit up in the bazaar, and I'll get 50 and I'll click them all, and I'll be 50 and I'll click them all, and I'll be 50 and click them all, and I have entire expansions with 1 out of 37 complete, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I had to have done 2,000 of them by now. A lot of them are 2/3 done, but it's funny when you click 600 of them and you don't get any AA. You're like, Fuck, man, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
slim
I
pickings for the
wanted
older
to do
stuff
more
now.
with the thorn. I probably should have started preparing earlier.
I've been trying to get ready for a couple months. I had a couple characters power leveled and shit, and
I kept putting it
but
off.
the SK, it's just so much to catch up nowadays. I had the SK get like 12,000 AA, and it was
Shit,
like on
getting
top of like
bad.
the base granted ones. It was like it barely made a dent. You know, he's got like another 30 or something to do. So
Keep an
eventually I'll be
eye
able
on,
to deal with like the whole
hey,
team and
keep an
stuff.
eye on
Yeah.
Hangnail. We got an ad. Gonna try and just off tank it. I mean, we have all 3 healing classes here. We should be able to keep the Shadow Knight from going down.
Yeah, probably. I'm still waiting to see if Shaman actually got nerfed hardcore in the healing ability, though.
Well, I was hoping since they, changed it to where druids can be here, that maybe they were going to look at druids and maybe do some class balancing. Doesn't look like it, though.
I'm sure we'll really see once we're at max levels how much of a difference it is.
Well, on raids, it's not unusual for mage pets to out DPS me. But the problem is I'm also not the best healer. So what do I have? Mostly just being badass and keeping everyone alive, but, nice if I was better.
I think last time I got Flies to tell me the healing parts for a raid where he was like overall he had done billions more healing than me, but somehow I outcast him by like 25,000 different heals or something like that. I was like, I don't know what's going on. My healing's not there, but a lot of it's AA based, I think.
Remember, like, Orient's song when I was raiding? I kept bitching it in the cars, and they're like, literally nobody cares about heals. And I'm like, no, I care. Because I've always been number 1 or 2 for like 20 years whenever I raid with anybody. SR, Moxin, Jin, fucking whoever. And the shamans are just like, oh, let me just do range spells and outspark you 4 to 1. And I'm like, I was so fucking mad. I couldn't take it. And it was crazy. Flashed in, I was doing every goddamn thing I could, and I couldn't fucking touch like Starkman and stuff.
That's where I was told we were getting nerfed at. This expansion was on the AoE heals from the shower line.
Like, I couldn't even come close. I was doing like 30% of what you guys were doing. It was crazy.
Well, part of the reason why I record raids is just so, I can go back and, see exactly what good I'm doing. But there have been times where, you know, a well-placed heal can like save the raid. And that's mostly what I do. I mean, I do heal, you know, the caster group and all, but mostly it's, you know, I'm mostly looking for like individual tanks. If I see their health dropping fast, I'll throw a quick heal on them.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as me. I usually have my risk it all DPS group and then target tanks as often as possible. But most of the time, I'm rain healing anyways.
Sorry if it's taking too long between pulls. I'm still learning the zone.
I'm gonna go make my coffee and have a quick smoke, and when I get back, don't worry about pulling two if you have to. Like you said, we have more than enough heals.
Either of you guys use mercs?
We can.
All right. Before the end of the night, let me know, and I'll give you any merc gear that drops. Just got some merc shoulders. Shoot, how did I get? Got an ad.
As celestial regeneration.
there's a chance of 3 names here, but haven't seen any yet. It looks like the names are scattered around the map too, so we're probably not going to be able to get all of the placeholders for any one name. Kind of sucks if you think about it. I just realized I'm on the single screen. I should probably close
Next SoR.
There you go. It's been a while since I've done one of these 7-box groups. To be fair, I'm only running 6 right now. I have my enchanter sitting in Bazaar, you know, selling collectibles, because today's a good day to do that. Usually I'd have my enchanter here also, but I got him up in the Bazaar selling collectibles. I might have him pop in later though and give some buffs.
Alrighty, I have returned.
Welcome back.
So the zone to come to this one, that has a lot of C invis, doesn't it?
Yep.
I had kind of trained my way into the zone not knowing. Well, I knew once I had a train on me, but...
Thing is, it looked like there were a few mobs that saw invis, regardless if you had double invis on or not.
So it's going to throw a learning curve at us, this expansion.
So it would seem.
Yeah, we're getting our first snowstorm of the year tonight. It's going to be anywhere between like 15 and 50 centimeters, I guess.
Thought you lived in Florida.
No, I'm Atlantic, Canada.
It docks, right. You're in Canada, it docks?
Yeah, Atlantic, Canada, New Brunswick. So down by Newfoundland and Nova Scotia and all that. Closest thing to me is Maine, like for the States.
Yeah, I live in Florida. Looking over at my Echo, it is 75 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, your winter weather is warmer than my summer weather, probably.
Well, last week I was in St. Louis, which is where a lot of my family lives, and it snowed. Which is pretty early in the year for snow there, honestly. Not unheard of, but I mean, I've seen snow earlier in the year there, but it's the first time it's ever happened on Thanksgiving weekend that I'm aware of. Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah, snow can be so different every single year here. I've seen a snowstorm in the middle of summer here once. It came and it was gone within hours. But usually, like late October, November, we get a couple snowstorms, and then it only starts staying towards mid-December or later. Wonder if anybody's come on and started keeping track with this to give us our raid DKP.
Question.
It dokes growth fade.
So I was planning on like shoring up all my collections while I was on my trip up north, you know, at the hotel, but just ended up playing Brotato most of the time. Call it ADHD.
See, I think my dream trip would actually be going to Florida or Texas, one of the two.
I live in a really nice part of Florida. Not the very southern tip, you know, in Miami, that it gets too hot there and it's too prone to hurricanes. I live near Cocoa Beach in Kennedy Space Center. It doesn't usually get directly hit by hurricanes. Sometimes, you know, one will go through the state, but it's rare for hurricanes to hit this part of the state dead on.
I think Cocoa Beach area, a lot of Canadians go there during the winter, don't they?
Well, it's the closest beach to Disney World. So a lot of people, when they go to Disney, will take a day trip out to Cocoa to go to the Space Center and to, you know, go to the beach if they have never been to the ocean before.
We got a lot of rich old Canadians here that love to go to Florida throughout the winter, so I figured someone would probably be up that way.
Well, they have plenty. They're called snowbirds, so they have plenty.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. Can I call you back? I'm at work right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks.
And my parents still live in St. Louis, but they bought a condo here, in the neighboring town, so technically they're snowbirds now. I'll tell you, they do hit harder here. You can definitely tell they're higher level.
Yeah, I'd be scared to bring my SK here right now and try to tank with him. I still got a lot of learning to do with the SK for tanking now.
Well, any of our raid tanks can do circles around my SK.
Hangnail on we fade.
The Thorn actually probably tanks better as a paladin. But the Thorn's also the character which I have the most personas on, so I'm usually, playing other classes on the Thorn. All of my group has one persona that's, most of them are at max AA. The Beast Lord has a shaman on it that isn't max AA yet, but I think he's the only one now that isn't max AA of the other tombs. The Thorn's, my rogue on the Thorn isn't max AA yet either, but it's getting closer. I'm done. I've got the focus and the class done. I'm working on Archtype now. Well, now I gotta, get her up 5 more levels and then start over.
Yeah, I was getting pretty close, but now with the new expansion, I'm way behind again.
Well, if you max out once, it's a lot easier to top off. It still takes time, but, it's not as if you have to go from rank 11 up to rank 20. It's more like you have to go from rank 18 to rank 20.
Yeah, see, I was on the focus AAs to finish off, but I think I still had probably the 10k worth to go.
Yeah, clerics aren't that bad. Nathaniel has a maxed out cleric on his account.
Yeah, with the shaman, I think it's close to 90k area, 85 or so k to max out.
Shamans suck ass. They might actually be worse than druids, and that's saying something. Alright, I'm going to close out this video. It's been about a half an hour. Yep. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. See you next time.